They don't want your peace. They want your reaction. Because once you react, they own you. And the funny thing is, you think you're standing up for yourself, but you're just dancing on their strings while they laugh behind the curtain. They press your buttons and you explode. You scream, you cry, you lash out, you spiral. They sip their coffee, unbothered, calm, because they've already won. They got to you. And now you're not thinking, you're bleeding. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually bleeding out in a world that doesn't carry bandages. Only more knives. You want to survive? You want to evolve? Then hear this and let it crawl under your skin like a whisper from your darker self. Control your emotions, or someone else will do it for you. In this world, the calmest one in the room always has the upper hand. Not the loudest, not the most expressive, not the one who cries on cue or erupts with rage, but the one who watches, calculates, and says nothing until everything is in place. That's the killer. That's the architect. That's the one who never loses. You grew up thinking emotions made you real. They told you to be vulnerable, to express yourself, to cry it out, to yell when it hurts, to never hold it in. But what they never told you was that the world feeds on emotion like a predator sniffing blood. Every outburst is a signal. Every breakdown is a broadcast. Look, I'm weak here. Exploit this. And they do, over and over again, until you've become a walking control panel that anyone can activate at will. Jealousy, click, insecurity, push, fear, slam that button, rage. Now we're having fun. They treat your emotions like toys because you never learned to lock the damn door. Let me tell you something ugly but real. The people who manipulate you the most are the ones who understand your emotions better than you do. They know exactly what string to pull, what wound to poke, what memory to resurrect. Oh, she'll break if I ignore her. He'll fold if I praise him, then ghost him. They'll fight each other if I whisper the right lie. And you fall for it. Every damn time. Because you feel before you think. You react before you observe. You explode before you plan. And in that chaos, they win. Want to be untouchable? Want to be a weapon in a world of walking wounds? Then learn this. Mastering your emotions isn't about being cold. It's about being unreachable. It's about hearing the insult and smiling, seeing the betrayal and nodding, watching them walk away and not even blinking. They expected screams. They expected war. But silence makes people terrified. Because silence means you're thinking. Silence means you're plotting. Silence means you're not broken. You're processing. And that scares the hell out of them. Look, I get it. You want to love deeply. You want to feel everything. But feelings without discipline are the chains that keep you caged. They will have you running back to the same poison because it feels familiar. They will make you fight for people who left you for dead. They will convince you that anger is justice, when it's really just your ego screaming for attention. And every time you let emotion lead, you're just rearranging furniture in a burning house. No strategy, no structure, just raw instinct. Which means you're predictable. And predictable people are always easy to destroy. So what do? You pause, you breathe, you observe, and then you choose to act. Not because they triggered you, but because it fits your plan. Let them wonder if you felt it. Let them question if it hurt. Let them fear what silence means when it comes from you. Because when you master your emotions, you stop being prey. You become a storm. Silent, calculated, inevitable. They think you're emotionless. Good. They think you're cold-hearted. Even better. Let them write their scripts, make their assumptions, spin their stories. You're writing outcomes. You're moving in shadows, building in silence, evolving while they stagnate. They play checkers. you're building chessboards. Because your power isn't in how you feel, it's in how you hide what you feel, and what you do with it when no one sees you coming. And here's the twist. The moment you start mastering your emotions, they will try harder to provoke you. They'll poke harder, they'll lie louder, they'll pull others in to get a rise out of you. Because nothing terrifies a manipulator more than someone they can't manipulate. They'll call you toxic, they'll say you've changed, they'll say you're not like you used to be. And that's the point, isn't it? You're not here to be understood, you're not here to be liked, you're here to ascend. And ascension requires discipline. It demands you burn the bridges connected to your emotional triggers. It requires you become unavailable to the same games that used to wreck you. You used to be the puppet. Now you're the one holding the scissors. You used to beg for closure. Now you give them silence. You used to cry for their validation. Now you validate yourself by how little their chaos affects you. Because peace isn't found in the absence of emotion. It's found in the control of it. You think being emotional makes you deep. Number. Being emotional makes you vulnerable. Being in control of your emotions. Now that makes you dangerous. Let them yell. Let them sob. Let them swing. You stand still. You breathe. You watch. Because nothing is more terrifying than a person who should have exploded, but didn't. That's how kings move. That's how queens dominate. That's how legends are made. Not through screaming, not through crying, but through restraint, through silence, through unshakable control. You want revenge? Control your emotions. You want peace? Control your emotions. You want power? Control your emotions. Because whoever owns your emotions owns you. Break the leash, kill the old pattern, starve the part of you that wants to scream when it should strategize. Let your mind lead. Let your soul listen. Let your body wait. Because once you become unreactive, you become unreachable. And once you're unreachable, you become invincible. This world doesn't reward the most emotional, it rewards the most composed. So next time someone tries to poke your pain, smile, and show them what it looks like when a storm refuses to pour. You're not heartless, you've just learned the hard way. The one who controls their emotions controls the entire game.